Yeah.
Well, Milan told us he met with you just to decrease the pressure, just say play your game. What is that? It finally coming in the third quarter. What do you mean to you?
It meant a lot to me. I won't downplay it. Big time. Just who I am, where I come from. The knock that I had coming into the league was, that I couldn't shoot, and it was true at that time. It was a weakness that I identified after my rookie year, and I put in a lot of off season, a lot of hours of me just trying to, get my trade ball as good as I could, and it just showed once I got traded to Denver. I think every year I improved, and it just came from the off seasons of putting in a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of sweat, of shooting, 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 until I felt comfortable with it.
For you?
Yeah, my mom's going to break that. We all know that. We joked about it. I would have never had the record if Ma was healthy this year. So, um, but to be able to say I have it for a while is definitely a huge honor, and I know he'll break it. That's what he does. I'm not a 3-point shooter, so for me to even have a record and not really, that's not the main part of my game. It shows you the dedication, the hard work, the consistency, the longevity. A lot of things play a part in that, obviously. But I know he'll break it. I told him that I want him to break it. That's what he does. That's his game. Um, but right now he gotta let me celebrate it a little bit.
What did you think when you tied it and what you said?
Man, I had been in a slump for what the last 2.5 games, 3 games, 3 games. Um, so when I hit the first one, I was just like, "Thank you, golly!" I finally tied it, and I was like, "Let me just get one more, get it out the way." And the team, Jeff was on the court. Shout out to Jeff. He was telling me he's running plays for me to get the last one. I finally got it off Jermichael's screen, and I hit that, and I said, "Man!" I just took a deep breath and uh, just was happy I can make shots to help the team first of all, and then obviously you start thinking about what you've accomplished, and this is a blessing. It's amazing. Who would have thought, right? Kid that's a 40th pick, um, didn't play at all his first 2.5 years in the league. His biggest knock is his jump shot, and he's number one all time for a franchise. Right? That's crazy.
Do you think this frees you up now? That they have mental playing for you for the rest of the season now?
It's crazy. I was free. I just was missing. The crazy thing was like tonight, I thought I took good shots. I just missed. I was open on all my shots. I didn't force anything tonight. They just weren't going. So we'll see next game. But I didn't. To be honest with you, I wasn't. I didn't feel too much pressure. Obviously, the record's there. I won't downplay. You want to break it, but it wasn't a thing. Like I'm like, man, I can't make a shot because I'm just missing. You know my confidence. I'll keep shooting until I retire. Well, especially as long as they're good shots. So we'll see next game. Um, if it's over with, if not, I'll take good shots and shoot my way out of it.
You've gotten to watch Boogie consecutive last 11, 12 games and playing good on people level right now. You get to start with it. Like different playing with him and on the floor with him now as opposed to watching him.
Definitely, Boogie's a force. I told someone earlier. Let's not forget who he is. Right? He's had some injuries, um, some bad breaks, some tough breaks. Wasn't in the league for a little while, but when healthy, he's still DeMarcus Cousins, right? When healthy, he's still DeMarcus Cousins, which is one of the best big men in the league, an all star, a guy we've seen dominate the NBA. So I'm not surprised with good health and opportunity, he's going to be DeMarcus Cousins. You can't stop that. That's just who he is, right? He's proven that season after season after season. Like I say, he just had some tough breaks, but the guy's still DeMarcus Cousins. Like I wasn't out there like, oh, he's having a night. No, he's DeMarcus Cousins. Nothing's changed. He's just healthy. He got an opportunity tonight to play extended minutes, and he showed who he's been his whole life, right? Oh, huge impact. DeMarcus, he's one of those guys that he's not afraid to speak his mind. He's not afraid to speak up when things need to be said. Since he's been here, he's been one of the voices in the locker room. trying to keep us focused, trying to keep us on our game, and know that we have a bigger goal. So, um, and guys respect him. At the end of the day, like I said, all his accolades, what he comes with, we know he's did it at a high level. So when he speaks, guys listen.
What do you hope to take from that moment when you kind of walk towards the bench and you get focused and players type up and answer or give you know?
In the moment, it's tough, man, because it's hard to think. It's hard to think about those things, right? You're just going with the flow, and you don't want to plan anything that's kind of corny. I just whatever I do, whatever anyone does, I just flow with it and go with it. But when I think back on it, it was a surreal moment, it was a cool moment. It's something you dream of as a kid to one day make history at the biggest stage.
Take a couple on the Zoom. Go ahead, go rush.
Hey, Will, just before you made those two back-to-back threes, Bones kind of set you up in transition, and then after those threes, there was the big bench celebration. But just how important is it for you to have that kind of support from your teammates to, kind of carry you through these times?
Um, it means the world to me. To have respect from your peers and your teammates. They know the kind of work I put in each and every day. And that's what we do. We cheer for each other. You always want to see your guys succeed, and that's what they did for me tonight. And it was just a great moment. It was a great moment, a moment that I'll never forget, and I always cherish. And I just want to thank those guys for having my back the whole time. Even when I was missing, they knew that I was, eventually going to break the record. They just told me to keep shooting, just keep shooting.
I will. Jim Conlon here from RCB Radio Sport Ireland. Was it that third quarter stretch that you were finally able to put that bit of distance between yourselves and Houston?
I think so. I think so. We went on a kind of a run, played some good basketball. We had some good spurts in that third quarter to kind of put it out the reach, put the game out of reach, and we just finished the game. But that third quarter was definitely big for us.
Hey, Will, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
For you, if you look back to the struggles, to the tough nights, tough moments that you have, especially last season, what kind of reward for you is to put your name into the Nuggets history book?
What did you say, Nick? It's very rewarding because after the season, uh, in the offseason, I did a lot of reflecting um, and just put in a lot of work. I was able to train. Like I said, last offseason, I was not able to train. I didn't touch a basketball until training camp for the season. So to be able to reflect and be able to get my body back and be able to work like I usually work and then come back this season and play how I've been playing for majority of the season and then to make history is a great thing. But these are all things that um, are, are are planned in my head, in my mind. Um, I love to work hard. Um, and I just love to overcome things, right? That's life, going through things and embracing that, and then working hard to get yourself out of it. That's who I am. That's who I've always been in basketball and in my life. Period. So um, to be able to do it once again, uh, that's the most gratifying feeling. Is to just always prove yourself right. It's not about proving anyone wrong. It's not about doubters or haters or critics. It's about who you believe you are inside and going out there and be able to prove it to yourself.
Hi, Will. Congrats for the win and your historic record from Cordoba, Argentina. The fans gave you a standing ovation when you got the record. What does their support mean to you?
Um, why you start laughing, Mike? Huh? No, man. It feels good, man. Anytime you get the support from your home crowd, what can you say? At the end of the day, you go out there, you play hard. You want your home crowd behind you. Um, And I appreciate them for that tonight. Mike, you funny as shit, man. You funny as shit.
Thanks for Nick. Will, thanks for coming away. Appreciate it.
I know you wanted to say something else.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I knew what you were thinking.